Donna and this
I am
is...
Cathy Tillery. Nice to meet you today, right? It's Christmas time coming.
Oh, I can't wait. You know something, I'd keep the tree up all year round.
I just get so excited. I've got fall colors. I've got Thanksgiving colors on. But we're going to talk about a whole bunch of goodies today.
Yeah, this is going to be really awesome. And I hope you're ready for the Christmas season. And if you're not, if you're old Grinch right now, we're going to get you into Christmas mood.
Yes, we are. And we want to give you some good tips so you can be good to everybody. Christmas is the season for giving. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
So even if you're a Scrooge and you don't really believe in Christmas and you don't like giving presents, you still can have a little bit of goodness in there.
You can do that. And even if you don't have a whole lot of money, there are so many things you can do. You know what I remember about Christmas? I remember when I was a kid growing up about Christmas, it's not the gifts I got. It was not how everybody acted on Christmas Day.
The thought behind it. Or somebody showing up at your house and saying, I baked you some cookies.
Oh, man, that's always
awesome. I made you a pie.
You know what? One Christmas, Mother gets a refrigerator for Christmas, okay? You know what my brother and I played with? We had a bunch of... Santa Claus was good to us that year. And a bunch of toys under the tree. We played with the box.
Yes.
That the refrigerator came in.
Yep. I remember that.
So kids, just use your imagination with them. You don't have to worry about spending so much.
No, it doesn't take much to make a child happy. Crayon box, a shoe box, some yarn, some... crayons, some little things make all that happen. Speaking of beautiful Christmas memories you can make, how about we tell them about the Hatter Cafe in Mentone?
I want to talk to you about that.
That would be a great place to take your loved one, your significant other, your spouse, for the holidays.
Oh, the owners right there aren't, and they are so awesome. You'll see this in a lot of places. They will actually walk around the tables and talk.
Look at that right there. That is one of the bed and breakfast rooms. And they're only open now Thursday to Sunday. So, but what a great time to spend the night, either Thursday night, Friday night, or Saturday night, and call it a weekend, even if it's just one night. So, look at the bathroom. It makes you feel pretty good. Like all the childhood movies, we used to watch Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland. Yes. When I had it, all that is in Alice in Wonderland.
It always makes me think of candies. Every time I go into this place, I'm thinking,
well, I don't know, but with me, we need to go back up that way.
Yeah, really soon, because we went, as a matter of fact, we were not supposed to do it. I think we got to do it. Now, those are teacups. You can't see them in the picture right now. So, it's always really beautiful decorations. We see nice for them.
Right. And all the hats. All the hats and the chandeliers. It's just a beautiful place.
And the
Mentone
food is
Dreams.
awesome. The food
is wonderful.
Awesome.
And it's, you know what? It's fairly priced.
Oh, it most certainly is. And I'm one of
Because
those,
I had a big
creature of
plate.
habit. So what I always do is get the same thing. I love the chicken salad sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
It is so good with the raisin bread. And it's got the cinnamon in it. It's really super
And
good.
I love the vegetable plate. And you can create your own. That's what I did while we were there. It's just a beautiful atmosphere. And actually, if you want to save money, you'll be saving money on gas, saving money on rooms, and restaurant, because you can do it all there, and it's not far away if you live in Alabama. Now, if you don't live in Alabama, like you're watching us on Abundant TV over in California or across the world in Australia,
even Hawaii,
yeah, then you know what? It's worth the trip. Because the food is reasonably priced. The bed and breakfast rooms are. The atmosphere is wonderful. It'll make you feel like you are in Gatlinburg or the mountains.
And you got the mountains there because the leaves are already turning.
Oh, it's so pretty. And it's actually...
Let me tell you about Mentone, though. Mentone can have the most beautiful, vibrant leaves. I mean, the most yellow you've ever seen. Red, and orange, beautiful.
These colors... I have on Thanksgiving colors today because it's right here. It's knocking at our door, and so is Christmas. And me and Donna were talking about this before the show. A big thing is right now is you need to get out there and go do your Christmas shopping. Because I actually was hunting a pair of slacks for my husband recently. And I looked at the store online and it said out of stock in his size.
Oh, that's the concern this year.
Yes. So I went in the store and guess what? I got lucky. Because I went in person, went in the store and I found a pair. Probably somebody had brought them back because maybe they didn't fit them. So I got lucky on that one. And then I found one more pair that actually was his size. So I was just like, I felt really blessed that day. I was like, okay, this is meant to be, these pants in here today, because they were out of stock online. Because usually if you can't find it in the store, you can always order it online. This was the other way around this time. So you need to get out there and finish up your Christmas shopping. I'm sure there's some great deals if you get on it right now too.
Yeah, but let me tell you another idea. A lot of harvest festivals are going on right now.
Right.
And harvest festivals, you got all kinds of awesome people out there who make hand goods. And they make jewelry, they make scarves, they make just all kinds of stuff, even jellies and jams.
Yes, and we see that all through October, November, and really all the way up to Christmas. So
buy some honey from someone local.
Local.
Oh yeah,
bee
because
farmer.
it's good for your allergies and
yes.
colds and stuff. They're going to be coming.
A local bee farmer. Oh, there's just so good. There's actually a good many of those, Donna, back in Calhoun County. And I'm sure there is up here too.
I wanted to mention Main Street in Oxford.
Yes.
Okay. They've got a program going on out there. We'll be talking about that a little bit later. But there's a store out there that a couple stores I wanted to mention. This is going to be free advertising for you because we love this place. One of them, they have olive oil.
Oh, yes. Great.
And is it really, I've done this before. I didn't know there was anything like that around here. Now,
right.
Close to Charlotte, North Carolina, there's a store, and what you can do is get different flavored olive oils, and they're good for it. It could be anything. It could be fruit flavored, or it could be vegetable, whatever flavored. And this place is right on Main Street, so you need to check that out. And there's a coffee place. They're known all over the world.
Oh, yes. Great little hole in the walls, and hopefully you're going to see more of those, more and more of those. But speaking of the holidays and getting on your shopping now, customer service. Can we talk about that a little bit, Donna?
Is so much.
It's going to be hard this year because a lot of businesses are short of employees.
They're short-handed, okay? So I want to talk to you about from two perspectives. First of all is the business owner, okay? And let's say two of their employees didn't show up, they quit, whatever. For some reason, get a job and stick with it. You never know, you might own it one day.
That's right.
You might own it. So get in there and do the hardest work you can. So as far as from the perspective of the owner, they could be running around ragged trying to get things done.
Right.
And it's only them and maybe one other person.
Right.
So on our end, if we're the customer, let's try to, I know you want to be catered to. I understand that. But try to be a little bit more understanding about that, especially restaurants,
Yes. Because a lot of times they're real short-staffed and they're trying to do what they can. And so don't get so upset if something happens. They actually bring you the wrong side dish, for instance. And you get macaroni and cheese
come to my house
instead of green beans or something like that. Have a little patience with them because they're all trying really hard right now. And I'm sure they're probably trying with a shorter staff and actually with less inventory.
Yeah, because there's a shortages, food shortage.
It's still there. It hasn't gone away yet, guys.
Then on the other hand, if you're the owner of a business, let me tell you something that really, really works. Okay, speaking to each person. I don't care how busy you are. I don't care how many people are in your store or in your place of business. Speak to each person who walks in that door.
That's right.
If you don't speak to each person, they're going to feel like, oh, they don't need me here.
Right.
I'll just go down the road.
Right. And what is the golden rule? Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. So try to be thoughtful of that.
But you
know
what?
The holidays.
But Kathy, even if you only say hi, thank you for coming in, to a customer coming into your store, that's volumes. That means because not many people are doing that anymore.
Right. They're not.
And if you're working for a company, you never know when you may be shopped. There could be a company who's thinking about hiring you. Maybe they liked something they saw about you in the past.
Or your business.
But if you're rude, they may not hire you. That may go off the chopping block.
That's right. That's right. And I guess the biggest thing is you have to remember is be respectful in the sense that if you don't like the people you work with, or you don't like the customers, or you don't like this, or you don't like that, then you know what? It's time for you to maybe move on. Exit to the next job, or go back to something you did before, or whatever. But whatever makes you happy, because you have to be happy so that you can be happy around
and
others.
This brings another idea, because we're on Abundance TV, which is found worldwide. There may be a business right now thinking about moving into Alabama.
That's
somehow.
right.
So the person who comes in, maybe you've been rude to them.
Right.
You know, a lot of companies shop an area before they actually put a business in.
That's right.
We've known of that to happen before.
Right.
So you never know who that person is who's walking in the door. It could be your potential next employer. So
well, no matter what I've done and you've done, Donna, in our careers, which we've done a lot of different things, the customer is always right.
Always.
And the sad thing is, a lot of times you have to deal with an employee or the owners that actually are the ones that are making you unhappy. And it's not actually the customers. Sometimes that's a sad thing, because then you have to choose. Do you give up this job? You love the customers, but you don't really like the people you work with. So, but you know, sometimes you have to choose those things. But right now, with you young people out there, always make sure you have another job before you leave the previous job.
Yeah, but you know what? If I were young right now, I'd be working 2 jobs.
Yes.
There are so many opportunities.
A lot of them are.
There.
Yes. Yes. Well, I actually do
Pay cash
a number of hats. Yes. Yes. Save your money. Right now is a good time to be saving your money, because interest rates are high. So save your money, so hopefully when they go back down, then you'll be able to go and pay cash down on that car or house. Or
things go up and down, right?
Oh, yes. So, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the rainbow. Things will get better. It's just going to take time.
Yeah, but you know what you can do? If you're paying a high interest rate, and I know this is happening right now, some of the house loans, car loans, and things like that, they can go up on your interest rate. If something that you've been paying, it can be variable.
Credit cards.
It can be variable. So the best thing to do is, let's say you're paying $300 a month for your car. If you can scrounge up an extra $20, say pay $320 a month, you're not paying so much in interest, because you're paying that. And you need to tell the person that you make your payment to make sure they apply it to the principal.
Right. Right. And you can do that with your house payments too.
Oh, yeah.
You can always add a little extra on.
That's what Brad and Larissa did. They had a 30-year mortgage and paid it off in 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Saved over $100,000 in interest charges.
Oh, wow.
By doing that.
Fabulous.
So if you can, now when we go out to eat, Kathy, Brad would always say, "Oh, I left my wallet on the on the counter or something." No, there isn't. And Phil would go, "Yeah, right, son."
Well,
ticket.
He was putting that in his back pocket to pay down that house. That's what he was doing. Smart kid.
They got it paid off.
That's a smart
but
kid.
There's little things that you can do to actually save money. You know, we talked about one show about bartering. You know, you can do that.
That's right.
But one really good thing to do, you don't want to go into a department store and everybody give grandma the same present. Go again. I want to mention this again. Go to some of those little bazaars that are out there right now and get some.
Oh, yeah. Like, well, all the festivals like we were talking about, you can find that in a lot of places like Chattanooga, Tennessee, surrounding states. They have those little festivals in the mountains. Gatlinburg,
and we
all
got
those
them right
places.
Here in Mentone.
Yes,
Mentone now.
All those places.
Now, Cheahaw Mountain, do they have anything like that out there, or is it mainly?
No, it's mainly just the
camping.
Park. Yeah,
Camping's
it's just the park. They do have at Cheahaw State Park. They do have some beautiful cabins, and they still have the lodge. It's my understanding.
Keep it in Bama.
They still have it. They still have the lodge. Gunnersville Lake, y'all. That's a beautiful
Oh,
place
isn't it a
too.
gorgeous place?
I would love to stay there again. That was a beautiful
Mm-hmm.
place. I've stayed there before, and it's really, really nice.
Well, Kathy, what can you do? Because you know how it is for us women, we wear so many different hats.
Right?
So, what are some ideas that you have so we're not so frustrated? And you got a bunch of company coming over, and so what can we do? Can we plan ahead on some of these events? What can we do?
During the holidays,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's what we have to do now, Donna. We really need to do it thinking of money wise, plan your meals ahead,
Yeah.
have you bought your turkey yet?
Oh yeah.
I bought mine already too.
Yeah. Put it
It's
in
in
the
the
freezer. So it's gonna get
freezer.
higher.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, the thing I was concerned with is going to the store and not finding a turkey.
Me too. That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah. So, and we've got a lot of kids.
Mhm.
So, I wanted to make sure we
It's gonna
had
be a big old
a
turkey.
turkey. But usually now at Christmas, I usually do a ham. Isn't that what you do at Christmas? And I do the chicken and dressing.
Actually, Phil likes a ham both times.
Oh, really?
Uh huh. Yeah.
What now? My husband's parents, they always bring a ham.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a great mom and dad,
Mm-hmm.
and they usually always bring a ham
Mm-hmm.
when they come down for Thanksgiving if we have it at our house. Because now it seems like that's a better way of doing things. That
Well, let
way
me
we
ask you
get
a
the
question.
kids together.
So I want to ask you a
know?
question. So there's so many things we got to do. We got
Right.
the house has got to look good, and then you got to cook. You got to do all this
Right.
kind of stuff. If you could only choose one thing, let's say you only had time to either cook or clean the house, which would it be?
Oh, I would cook because I'd want everybody to come,
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
Me too.
I would just tell them, sorry, I didn't have time to clean the
Well,
floor.
let me tell you, and it took me a long time. It took me several decades to figure this out. Okay, I would just be knocking myself out, cleaning the house and cooking. I would be doing both.
I still do that.
And then you know what?
Yeah.
No, yeah, but here's what happens. Folks come to your house. It's usually going to be rainy or something.
Uh-huh.
They're tracking stuff in anyway. So why are you knocking yourself out?
Well, I've gotten better about that because now actually the girls have gotten older, and
You have to pick up
they
toys
help
and
me.
stuff.
They'll help me now.
Mhm.
They
The
act
deal's
po-
when Brad was
My
smaller.
oldest daughter is rubbing off hopefully on the other two too because now they all are helping. That's the good thing because I noticed the last holiday little event we did where I cooked for everybody. My oldest daughter was just wonderful. She actually got in there and helped me do the dishes, and then my other daughter, she was helping, load the dishwasher, and then
But there's a lot
my
of
son
young
was
mommies.
mopping.
Yeah,
and,
but there's young mommies though that don't have those grown kids.
right.
And so there are things you can do. You can cook some things. You know something?
Cook 'em ahead.
I actually
Yeah.
like dressing when it's been in the freezer uncooked. So what I do is I go on ahead and fix it up. Put the recipe together, put it in the freezer, and then get it out and thaw it out the night before, and then cook
And
it.
then you cook it. Well,
Those flavors blend.
yeah, I was fixing to say, usually I do at Thanksgiving, I do a pan of dressing for the turkey. And then I do a pan of chicken and dressing but I cook mine. And then all I have to do is pull it out at Christmas and put it in the oven and just warm it. Because I'm trying to make it simpler at Christmas. So
And
I
you know
get to
something,
spend more
Kathy?
time with the kids.
Cakes are actually better when they've been in the freezer. They're more moist. I mean, they're really better. And there are some cookies and pies that you can actually do a couple of weeks before the holidays. You don't have to
Right.
put them anywhere.
Right.
Cookies and candy, especially.
I was fixing to say, you know what I like? You viewers out there, tell us if you would like this, but I would like for us to cook a pecan pie and a pumpkin pie on the show.
That'd be good.
How about that?
Yeah,
when
I
we get a
can
little
eat it.
closer to Christmas. Yeah, you want to do that? And then we can freeze them. We could actually freeze them because usually if you're doing pumpkin pies, usually you make two. You usually
Because
don't,
of the recipe.
you don't want to do one. Yeah. And then pecan pie. Now, pecan, however you want to say it, right?
I say
But
pecan.
I love pecan pie. Pecan pie. I love it.
And it'll last. I mean, you don't have to worry about that. Kathy, I think we need to talk about another sponsor.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go with it.
Let's talk about Merle Norman. Merle Norman got the wrong one. Is it that one? There we go. You know, you can do more than buy cosmetics there.
That's right. I
And
like their hats.
if you'll get in contact with them, they can go ahead and have a gift basket made up for you. And you hubbies out there, you boyfriends, you might want to, or just want to do something for your best girlfriend, just tell them how much you want to spend. They'll go ahead and have that made up for you. They may ask you a few questions.
And that's great for Christmas because you don't have to go shopping. You can just go in there and ask to do you up a Merle Norman makeup basket.
Do that, and they've got all kinds of great. If you're unsure of the colors, why don't you just ask for a gift certificate?
Oh, that's a good idea.
That would be good. And then they can go and get the colors they want. You know, because there's a thing called warm colors. There's a thing called
cool colors.
So, you know, I would hate to have to pick up somebody else. And plus, you may have somebody that really should not be wearing red, but they love red lipstick. Let them get their red lipstick.
That's right.
It's all about making them happy,
Do you remember that when we were, well, of course, when we were younger, we modeled and everything else. When I worked with Peggy, a dear friend of mine lives in Florida now. I used to do makeovers and I taught runway modeling, and that was my way of earning some extra money with college while I was in college, and then actually going to New York with her. But the biggest thing was the color codes you were talking about. There's the cool. And there's the warms.
And there's cool and
do you remember those?
Warm reds. You know, you just think of red, no, that's probably a cool color. There's actually warm colors to reds.
Yeah, because you know, actually, like I'm wearing like a red lipstick, but it looks more rust pinky because because your skin tone has details.
I know we just mentioned Merle Norman, but you got to look at this. Look.
That lipstick does not go away.
You got to get in contact with me. I can get you some of that.
You see that, guys?
It stays on.
My husband went to kiss me yesterday, and I said, "Oh, you can kiss me. My lipstick won't come off." It came from Donna. And he said, "What?" I said, "It really won't come off," because he started to wipe his lips, you know. And I said, "It really won't come off." And he actually looked. He was like, it really didn't come off.
Wow.
But he didn't say that. He just looked at his hand and, you know, took off out.
But anyway, I can put you in some of that. That's some really good stuff. So if you perform or maybe you're getting married, you know, nobody wants the red lipstick on their white dress.
Oh no. But she is a wonderful setup right there on Main Street. And while you're there, and it's the holidays, so you're gonna be shopping, right? Go by the pizza place. Go see Tony and April because their pizza is delicious. So good. Their pizza is just delicious. And those are great too.
Are really good.
Oh, yeah, they are.
And especially since he bakes the bread. He makes the bread every single day. The dough. And that is so good. Everything is done every single day. It's all fresh.
In the store. And just the food is just wonderful. Those mozzarella sticks, their marinara sauce, it tasted homemade to me. I didn't ask. Did you?
It is homemade. They do everything homemade.
Yes.
And let me say that when you're talking about those mozzarella sticks, I love it to be gooey and stringy, and it is. They use that really good mozzarella cheese.
Oh yeah, that is so good.
You can get spaghetti too if you want
it. And they're actually in 2 locations now. Don't forget, you can go the photographs that you're seeing in the ad that is playing while we're talking is in Center. And it's on that new bypass. They serve nothing but fresh wings, fresh pizza, and it's serviced with a hometown smile because they are just really, really sweet.
Yes, we're talking
really
about
nice folks.
We're talking about the holidays coming up with Thanksgiving and Christmas. But what about the Iron Bowl? Wouldn't you want some wings?
Right, or Super Bowl even after Christmas. And you can call ahead to either one of the shops, the Center or the Cedar Bluff. You can call ahead and order you a pizza, wings, subs, French fries. I know my husband, I think they eat there quite a bit, and he calls ahead the pizza, and then he eats the salad on the salad bar.
See, you can do that, and they'll save a whole lot of time there as well. But you need to run out there and check those folks out.
It's
and
really
why
good.
don't you tell them that we were talking about him and we were nice? Because we got a reason to be nice. It's really good food.
And you want some of the good pizza and the marinara sauce and the salad bar.
All
and
the
I'm
above.
getting hungry.
Stop it, Kathy. Quit.
And we just had lunch, right? It's just a little after 1 o'clock, and we just had lunch, and I'm still talking about food.
Okay, let's talk about this for a minute. We only have just a few minutes left, but this is also on the trend of holidays, okay?
Okay,
And
here we
this is
go.
some of your favorite ways to appreciate holiday workers, okay? Because I'm telling you, they're shorthanded. They got a lot of stuff going on. Work from home option. If you can't allow employees to take advantage of working from home, this is you, Mr. Employer, okay? Especially if the weather's bad, it's a nice bonus to be able to be in your cozy pajamas, sipping eggnog and or the hot chocolate, or helping customers from the comfort of your own home. Now, day off in lieu. Offer additional days off during non-busy times. And these are just the
Well, that could
big
benefit
people.
both,
That
couldn't
would
it?
benefit everybody.
Because then the business actually would gain money because they don't have as many customers, and then the employee gets some extra time off, and maybe the employee would work a little extra when it is really busy, like during
And
Christmas.
let me tell you something else. You can also offer half days. So let's talk about that for a second. Break up the days into smaller chunks just to allow those team members to spend as much time with their family as they can.
That's
And they
right.
let them do that. Overtime pay, now you know money is a very good motivator. You know that. So if anyone's looking for some extra cash, just let them sign up for more shifts during the holidays.
That's a good idea.
That way you can pay them more. Now, holiday worker draw. This is pretty interesting. For every shift the team member works during the holiday week, they get another ballot into a prize draw. Make sure it's a good prize, though, okay? But it has to be something great, maybe an iPhone or a weekend away. And you can afford a weekend away if you're going to use some of the sponsors we have.
Right.
You know, the Hatter Cafe, they got to do that. Offer them a day, a night, a weekend.
Well, and you know, I wanted to tell you, Donna, now another thing is, too, you've got some great restaurants on the way, because the Cattle Stampede, that's a great steakhouse, and they've got a buffet, and all you got to do is stop in there, and you can eat there on the way. Go into Mentone, that way then you could tour, do whatever you wanted to, spend the night at the Hatter Cafe, and then wake up to a wonderful breakfast there.
But I'll tell you something else. Now, the Hatter Cafe is an awesome place to eat.
Yes, it is.
But you can do a to-go box and then just have a little picnic out there. There are so many picnic
that's a good
areas.
idea.
Oh, there's so many great areas.
That's a really good idea.
Absolutely. So go ahead and check that out.
That's a really good idea.
Now, one more thing. Let's set the customer's expectations. I'm going to be really, really quick on this. So let the customers know about any changes in schedule, okay? This is for customers, okay?
Right.
Or if you think, I'm going to have a blackout period. I'm not going to be open. I'm going to have to close early for Christmas. I'm not going to be open. This is something I think you need to do. I hate shopping the day after Thanksgiving. I never go.
Oh, is that the Black Friday?
I never do it.
Yeah, the Black Friday. I've only done that once in
Never
forever.
will I do that again.
I've done it once. That was enough.
Well, here's the idea before we have to close. Here's a good idea. Why don't you have your blackout day another day of the week? So in other words,
like early Black Friday. Well, I believe they're actually starting that right now on the online.
Call it
businesses.
And I'm talking about folks coming into your local store.
That's
right. How about you call it Maniac Monday?
Oh, that would be good.
And just have everybody come. That's going to be your everything's going to be half off. And that's going to be before everybody else does it the day after Thanksgiving Day. Because I would like to see families get to stay together. That's what I used to do in Charlotte.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So I wasn't open that day.
Well, you know what? I like watching the Dallas Cowboys play Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That is the ticket.
I was at Alabama-Auburn game.
Go Cowboys. I'm a Cowboy fan. Yes.
Alabama-Auburn game.
And Roll Tide and War Eagle. You name it.
Now, we're going to have to dress up before that game. You know that.
Yeah.
And we're going to place a little bet with each other.
For the Alabama-Auburn game? Well, of course, Alabama will probably win, but
I
would still
got a second,
that
Kathy?
for you.
Got a second?
Y'all have a great afternoon. We've enjoyed it. We hope you have too. And have a blessed afternoon. And we'll see you the next time.
And you stay as awesome as you are. We look forward to seeing you next time.